They got it.
They need to, yeah, dude. They need to have one of those Oscar things, but it's got little Shrek ears on it.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool. I bet someone's got one of those lying around somewhere. Dude, you remember Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life?
That's what when I said that it felt like a collective like nightmare. That's also what I thought about.
Yeah. That just kind of added to the zeitgeist too.
Shrek is love.
What
Shrek is.
do you remember when you? Let me ask you this, dude. Do you remember when you first saw that video?
I do. I remember. I was in college when I first saw it. I think.
Was I the one that showed that to you?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Like,
how'd you come across it?
I think I came across that video. I think I remember just being on my computer. I came across it because people were referencing it, and I myself just like looked it up. I think this is how it happened. And when I watched it, I didn't know if I was watching the right thing because I was just like, "What is this like computer animated like?"
It's like The Sims.
Yeah, it's like a guy animated it on his like just one guy. It's like one guy did it, like overnight.
Like he modded a video game. Basically.
Exactly. And
I think is what it was.
Yeah, and I couldn't know. I didn't know what to make of it. I was like, "What is this?" It's like, "Is this real? Like, what is this?" And then it just blew away. It just blew up from there.
Well, like, what was your reaction when you saw it? Like, did you laugh?
Actually,
at it,
this
or you
came
just
out.
Like,
this came out in 2014. So I think
Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life.
Yeah, so I think
I remember when it came out.
Yeah, so I wasn't even in college. I must have just seen it.
Dude, it was huge. I remember when it came out. Like people at school were talking about it and stuff. They were like, I remember us watching it in like math class, just in the back of the room, like laughing our asses off.
Yeah,
like the fucking teacher was just like, "Enough! What is so funny back there?"
Really?
Watching Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life. Yeah, I mean, I was like, I think the first time I watched it, I was wheezing. Like I couldn't, because I'm like 15, 16
Pretty
years
mature.
old. I'm just wheezing laughing at it. I'd probably laugh if I saw it again, honestly.
That's what I just thought too. I was like, if I saw it for the first time now, I would laugh at that.
yeah.
But at the time I laughed, I was also just like kind of like creeped out. I was like, what the hell is this?
It's really creepy.
It's really creepy.
The idea that Shrek comes in someone's room and molests them.
Yeah, it's sex with him.
Well, not really. Yeah, because exactly. The guy wanted it, right?
Yeah, I think the subject of Shrek's affection, I think he wanted it. I think it was understood that it was like it was consensual.
Yeah, it wasn't it like at the beginning his dad was like reprimanding him and like grounded him because he was obsessed with Shrek.
I don't remember. I really don't remember. I think my brain did work to forget it. I still remember like Shrek being on top of him and stuff. but my brain has done like great effort to erase that. To just be like, let's try to forget like the context of this.
Yeah. Oh God.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yep.
And then there were just Shrek memes everywhere that it's all ogre now and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's all ogre now. Yeah, that was actually brilliant. Just the fact that we got that phrase.
Yeah.
I mean I feel like that's a pretty common phrase now. I feel like people say that a good bit.
Yeah,
I'll hear people say that once in a while. It's all ogre now.
Yeah.
Shrek's
evergreen, dude. He's evergreen. He's always gonna be around.
Yeah. What's like the appeal of Shrek anyway?
I don't know, man. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Like, I don't know. Is it just Mike Myers? Is that what it is? Like, I don't understand, man.
I think it's probably like the everyman aspect of him,
Ugly green ass dude.
Well, yeah,
he's an everyman all the time. Yeah.
He's kind of the perfect protagonist if you think about it, because it's like he's like there's enough, because I think the best protagonists are the ones where it's like half of their qualities are like really relatable and like are kind of like underdog qualities, and then the other maybe 30 to 50% of their qualities are like enviable.
Yeah.
So like with Shrek, it's like there's like a couple enviable qualities about him where it's like I guess one is that like like a mob of dudes comes after him and he just comes out of his house and like yells at him
Yeah.
and they run away screaming, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
there's that aspect of it
Did
too.
you-
So I think he strikes that balance between like relatable but also like kind of like, oh, that'd be cool to be able to like scare off
Right.
a
Have
bunch of
power.
knights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the show Married with Children?
No,
The show
No.
Married ... with Children.
I have not.
It stars Ed O'Neill, and his character name in the show is Al Bundy, and he just has a family. It's him and his wife. His wife's played by one of his daughters played by Christina Applegate, but his wife's played by Katie Seagal. The reason why I'm mentioning him is because it just clicked in my head that I was just like, Shrek is just like Al Bundy in that show, because Al Bundy is just this big tall guy that hates everything, and he's super grumpy. And that's his entire character. He just hates everything. He's grumpy as heck. All that he wants is just peace. To be in his house with his pants, his hand down his pants, just watching television, and for nobody to bother him. But obviously the show revolves around the fact that everybody's bothering him, and it's really comical that he gets really angry. And somehow I feel like Shrek is just Al Bundy from Married with Children.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, because that's kind of Shrek's arc in that movie, right? It's like the whole movie just kind of wants to be left alone, and then it's like then he learns to love others, right, or whatever, and that's kind of it, right? I haven't seen the first one in a long time. I've seen the second one more.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I watched the second one more often.
Yeah. Ultimately, his whole thing is that he needs to open up.
Yeah.
He wants to be closed off, and he needs to open up to other people.
Right.
To love.
Pretty standard fare.
Yeah.
Pretty standard character arc right there.
Yeah, dude. But
it's all the same shit when you think about it.
Recycled.
Yeah, when you're a writer, you realize that it's all the same fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm writing a dark fantasy novel right now, and it's like I study a lot of I'm reading fantasy, and then I'll study just like the lore of other like fantasy stuff. And I'm like, this shit's all the same. It's all fucking, it's like the minute details are different, but it's like, it's all fucking really similar, Oh, and we lost Edward. I guess he got tired of hearing.
It's like always, I'm getting dark in here. It's like, I always start this podcast with like the window open, and it gradually just becomes me being like enveloped by darkness.
Yeah. You got to open up to the light, dude.
Yeah, dude. But